It seems the final bell has tolled for Evolve, as Turtle Rock, of course the developers, have announced that after 5.5 years they'll no longer be working on the game. Now, just before I go any further, I just want to say now that Turtle Rock is not shutting down, and Evolve could continue as long as 2K wants it to, and it does seem that 2K does want the game to at least continue, but I'll go into more about that later. Turtle Rock, of course, are an independent studio, and it just seems that they're moving on from the game, and of course they can't take it with them. It is a 2K IP. Now, this was revealed to us via the co-founders Chris Ashton and Phil Robb, who wrote a joint letter that I'm just going to read some snippets from. The whole thing is rather lengthy. I will include it in the description below this video if you're interested. But it reads, quote, "Today is the last day that Turtle Rock Studios can work on Evolve. It's always hard to leave one of our games behind. Left 4 Dead was no different, and now it's Evolve's turn. This is the life of a AAA game developer who aren't self-funded and don't own their own IP. We don't get to make the call. There's a lot we really wish we could have done, especially taking Stage 2 to consoles, but it looks like that's just not meant to be. Those of you who follow Turtle Rock Studios, this is not goodbye. We have lots of stuff in the works that we hope you'll enjoy, but we are departing on the Lori-Ann for the last time and must bid a farewell to the planet Shia." So basically, Turtle Rock are moving on from the game, but as I said, they're not shutting down. They're going to continue to work on other things. They are independent, as they said. They don't own their own IP, unfortunately. So Evolve is now in the hands of 2K. Now they have also, this being 2K of course, posted a blog on this particular topic. And basically it says in this TLDR version is that Evolve Stage 2 is going to still be free to play on PC. You expect the in-game experience to remain the same. They will continue to experiment with the business model. Now they are, quote, evaluating the possibility of bringing Stage 2 to consoles, but right now their focus is on maintaining the game's audience on PC. Now, this does mean, of course, that the servers are staying online for Evolve Stage 2. There's not going to be any more updates for the game. They are calling development complete. Nothing's going to happen regarding your silver and gold keys. Console servers are still going to remain open. You're just not getting the free-to-play game. And as I said, there's no console version planned, but they're not definitely ruling it out. It's just they're focusing on PC for the moment. Now, my concern here is that they're calling the development complete. It's like, okay, but a free-to-play game, more than any other game, lives and dies based on its updates. You've got to keep people interested by releasing new content. New maps, characters, modes, monsters, whatever. There has to be a reason for people to keep coming back, because eventually the game's going to get stale. And even a game like Overwatch, just for example, is a paid game, but even they are releasing new characters, new maps, and new stuff to keep you interested, because, you know, they want to keep you playing the game, and that's even more critical for a free-to-play game, because unless you've spent a lot in microtransactions, you're not really losing anything by going, you know what, I'm done with this game, and moving on to the next. Now, this doesn't mean they're never ever going to update it, but it seems like it's not going to be updated for a long time. They're maybe going to wait and see what happens with the game, its success, before continuing development, throwing any more money at it, because of course, this project has already been extremely costly for 2K. As we all know, Evolve was probably one of the highest profile failures of the last couple of years. You know, it's probably been joined by Battleborn now, but, you know, Evolve is up there. And, of course, it just failed spectacularly at launch. The DLC was a mess, the microtransactions were a mess, the marketing was an absolute disaster, and, of course, the transition to free-to-play wasn't free either. So, now that microtransactions have been implemented, it seems that's it for at least the foreseeable future in terms of development. Now, what this probably means, to be honest, is that the game is not making enough money to justify the move over to console. Because obviously that's going to cost money to do, to, you know, bring over the microtransactions and yada yada yada. So it does seem that Evolve is not, well, evolving ever again, to be honest. A real shame, to be honest. I haven't actually played Evolve ever since it went free to play. I kind of said I would and just kind of didn't, to be honest. Lack of time more than anything. So hopefully the game manages to be successful, but I am concerned that the lack of updates is just going to mean it's going to die once again, which is a shame, because it seems like the game is a lot better now than it was when it first came out. But either way, regardless of what happens with Evolve, Turtle Rock, I wish you the best of luck, and I look forward to seeing what you're working on soon. Hopefully you have a bit of better luck with your next project. Regardless, thank you very much for watching, and RIP Evolve. Thank you very much for watching again. I'll see you next time.